So you're thinking about moving to Overland Park, Kansas? Well, in this video, we're actually going to jump inside the computer, show you around Overland Park by way of a Google map. This way you can decide for yourself why Overland Park is such a terrific place to live. Now we're going to highlight a number of venues that are unique to Overland Park, as well as check out 3 neighborhoods, all of which have some new construction taking place. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Overland Park, Kansas, then please subscribe below. Simply tap on the bell so you'll be the first to receive notifications about the changes that are not only taking place in the Overland Park real estate market, but the Kansas City metropolitan real estate market as well. My name is Chris Pucci with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and we get calls from people just like you every day. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months, please feel free to reach out. Send us a text, shoot us an email, give us a call, or better yet, set up a Zoom call, because there's nothing more than we would like to do than to help you make a smooth transition to Overland Park. All of my information can be found below. Overland Park has kind of an interesting history. It was founded in 1905 by William B. Strang, a real estate developer, and he envisioned creating this park-like community that had a lot of green spaces, tree-lined streets that focused on a family-friendly environment. His development, though, was connected by what was called the Strang's Interurban Railroad, which was an electric interurban railway that operated from 1906 to 1940, and it connected Kansas City, Missouri to Olathe, Kansas, which is south of Overland Park, with stops in areas like Overland Park. Now, the interurban railway played a pivotal role in the development of Johnson County's suburban communities like Overland Park. Overland Park was officially incorporated as a city on May 20th in 1960. At that time, it had about 28,000 people. Now, as of 2023, the population is estimated at 200,000, making it the second largest city in the state of Kansas. Overland Park regionally is known for its high quality of life, with highly ranked schools, a strong local economy, an extensive park system, and family-friendly neighborhoods. So now that we have a little bit of a history, what we're going to do is we are going to start our tour of Overland Park in the most logical place, and that would be downtown Overland Park, which was the origin for Overland Park. So I'm going to zoom in tight. So in my opinion, this is the boundaries to downtown Overland Park. So you have 79th Street on the north, you have Conster, and on the west, Santa Fe Drive and 81st Street to the south, and Metcalf Avenue to the east. Now, over the last couple of decades, the city of Overland Park has invested a lot into their downtown, which has increased its popularity and making it a destination venue, not just for the residents of Overland Park, but for residents in the Kansas City metropolitan area. Now, due to the age of the buildings, since this was started back in 1905, so some of these buildings are over 100 years old, it gives the downtown area a very nostalgic feel to it, sort of a glimpse into what the past was like. Because it is only 6 to 8 blocks, it's very walkable and pedestrian friendly, and the shops and the eateries that make up the downtown area are almost exclusively local. So you're not going to find these stores in a typical strip center or a regional mall. At most of the restaurants, they have outdoor seating, which really adds to the laid-back feel and atmosphere. Adding to the popularity are the frequent community events that are offered, such as the Local Life Third Fridays. This is an event that's held on the third Friday of every month. It features live music, food, shopping, and various activities, and the local businesses stay open late to accommodate the crowds. You also have the Fall Festival, which is a family-friendly event that has live music, a parade, vendor booths, and plenty of activities for the kids. Another event that is very well attended. And then we have the Farmers Market, which is located in the middle of downtown, which is right about here. This has been in existence for 40 years. It's typically open from about mid-April to mid-November. In fact, it is so well attended and draws such large crowds that the city of Overland Park is in the process of expanding it to almost twice the size. 2 years ago, in fact, the American Farmland Trust voted it as the best farmers market in the United States. Over the last several years, we've seen 3 new multifamily complexes built in downtown Overland Park, and this has really added to the vitality of Overland Park, and it's continued its popularity. So from here, we're going to go to our next stop. Now we're going to go to our second venue, and it's a little bit to the southwest of us. So we are going to I'm going to zoom out, and we are going to head to Overland Park's #1 retail hub, and that is at the intersection of 95th and Quivira Road, which is right here. Now, 95th and Quivira is a fully developed retail intersection, and I would outline it like this. So here is all the retail that makes up 95th and Quivira. There is approximately 2.5 million square feet of retail space. Each corner has its own distinct retail center. So in the northeast corner here, we have the Quivira shops, the Quivira 95 shops, about a 300,000 square foot shopping center. It boasts Best Buy, PetSmart, Hobby Lobby, and Shoe Carnival. We go over here to the northwest. We have the Oak Park Commons. Its 2 major tenants are Sam's Club and DSW. The center contains about 350,000 square feet. We move down here onto the southwest section. We have the Orchard Corners, which contains approximately 200,000 square feet. Major tenants include Nordstrom's Rack, TJ Maxx, and Men's Warehouse. And the crown jewel to this whole intersection is the Oak Park Mall, which contains about 175 million square feet, which was built in 1975. This is one of Kansas City's largest shopping centers, and Oak Park Mall was built in 1975, and it's approximately at 1.5 million square feet. It is one of the largest shopping centers in the Kansas City metropolitan area, as well as the entire state of Kansas. The mall spans 2 levels and houses over 180 stores, along with several dining and entertainment venues. Major tenants include Macy's, Nordstrom's, Dillard's, and J.C. Penney's. One of the advantages to this shopping area is the fact that it is conveniently accessible. You can get to it by 69 Highway, which is just to the east. To the west, you have I-35, and to the south, you have 435. This particular shopping corridor, if you will, draws people from all over the region due to the abundance of retail that's available. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit to the east to one of the most exciting new projects that's coming online in Overland Park. Before we head over, or I should say, as we are heading over to our next venue, please feel free to leave comments below of what you like about this particular video. So we're going to move a little bit to the southeast, and what we're going to do, we are going to talk about this project right here that is on the northern boundary is 103rd Street. They're going to chop off part of the Brookridge Country Club, and then the western boundary is going to be Antioch Road. This particular project is called the Meridian, and this is going to be one of the largest and most ambitious mixed-use developments in the state of Kansas. It's going to have an estimated project value of over $2 billion. This complex is going to feature 4.8 million square feet of office space, 2,000 residential units consisting of luxury apartments and condominiums, 2 hotels with a total of 550 rooms, and there'll be extensive retail, dining, as well as entertainment venues. This development is going to focus on creating a community-oriented environment, which will contain over 100 acres of green space, including a 45-acre publicly accessible central park with bike and hike trails connecting to over 150 miles of trail. Infrastructure is supposed to be completed by the end of this year, with the first phase of construction, which will involve mixed-use buildings, retail spaces, and residential apartments commencing thereafter. When completed, the Meridian will be the premier mixed development, not only in Overland Park, but in the metropolitan area as well as the state of Kansas. What it has going for it, it has a tremendous location. 69 Highway is easily accessible and connects to I-35 to the north. To the south, you have I-435, so you have connection to the Beltway, and then you also have access to, or immediate access to, Metcalf Avenue, which also is a major north-south artery, and Antioch Road, which is also a secondary artery that runs north and south. When this complex is completed, it is going to have an immense impact on the economic of Overland Park as well as the property values in and surrounding the Meridian. Our next stop is actually just catty corner to the Meridian, and that is Corporate Woods. Corporate Woods is defined as 69 Highway to the west, College Boulevard, a major east-west business corridor that is 6 lanes, 3 lanes each way. You have Antioch Road, a major north-south artery, and to the east, and 435 to the west. Corporate Woods contains approximately 300 acres and consists of more than 30 office buildings totaling a combined 2.2 million square feet. The buildings range anywhere from low-rise to mid-rise structures. The park is known for its lush landscaping, densely wooded areas featuring large manicured green areas, water features, and walking and biking trails. The buildings themselves are typically tucked into the woods, giving them the feel like you're actually working in nature. When you look out your office window, instead of seeing a sea of cars, you see woods, which gives a very serene environment. Now, some of the notable tenants include companies like Farmers Insurance, Humana, Sprint, which is now T-Mobile, and Black & Veatch. And it's not just known as a office park, but it is known for hosting events throughout the year. The two of the most well-known are the Corporate Woods Jazz Festival and the annual 4th of July. So it's all of this that makes this office park, Corporate Woods, the premier office park, not only in Overland Park, Kansas, but in the Kansas City metropolitan area. So with that being said, we're going to head to our next venue, if you will, and that is the intersection of 69 Highway and 135th Street. So let's zoom out first, get down there quickly. We're going to zoom back in. And the area that we are talking about now is this area. It's pretty much in the green. So this area consists of the Scheels Soccer Complex, the Blue Valley Sports Complex, and the St. Andrews Golf Course. Now, the Scheels Complex sits like this. It's situated on 96 acres. It's home to 12 lighted, regulation-sized soccer fields with synthetic turf, and this allows for year-round play regardless of weather conditions. Each field is equipped with professional-grade lighting to accommodate night games, and there's bleacher seatings for the spectators. In addition to that, there's also areas for team tents as well as seating for large events. Now, this complex regularly hosts major soccer tournaments, including the regional and national youth competitions such as the Heartland Soccer Association's tournaments. In 2014, this complex was awarded the top soccer facility in the country by the National Soccer Coach Association of America. Adjacent to the Scheels Soccer is the Blue Valley Sports Complex, which can be outlined as follows. Now, it is situated on 122 acres. It features 24 baseball and softball fields. This facility has a combination of youth fields, adult fields, and regulation size fields. The fields are well maintained, featuring dirt infields and grass outfields. Some outfields are all grass, others are synthetic, which allows for all-weather play. In addition, the complex has a balance of field types for the different levels of play as well as weather condition. In addition to the baseball and softball, this complex also accommodates space for soccer as well as flag football. The complex includes multiple concession stands, picnic shelters, restrooms, as well as shaded areas for families and spectators as well. Adjacent to, or a part of, I should say, is the St. Andrews Golf Course. This pretty much outlines the St. Andrews Golf Course. It is one of Overland Park's most popular public 18-hole courses. In 2006, they actually they renovated the clubhouse and the practice facility and changed and upgraded several holes to enhance play and enjoyment. And I have to say, having played this course a number of times, they really did make it a lot more fun. So we're down to our last and final venue before we go check out some neighborhoods. So our next and last venue is to the south of us. So we're going to head to the Arboretum of Overland Park. I'm going to zoom out and zoom back in. And we are now looking at the Arboretum of Overland Park. It's bounded by 179 to the north, Antioch Road to the east. And you can see its western boundary is right here, and the most southern boundary is here. Now, the Arboretum is located almost at the very southern edge of Overland Park. This is one of the city's premier outdoor attractions, and it is really an impressive facility. It contains over 300 acres. It offers a variety of themed gardens, has large woodland and prairie areas, and there's 5 miles of hiking and walking trails that range from easy paved paths to more rugged natural trails through the woods and the prairie. The park just recently added a new event venue right up here, and the theme gardens are all found in this area here. Paved walking trails go around here. And this area here also has the paved walking trail. The rest of the nature trails that are not paved and are a little more rugged, these are all the areas in this area. Now, there is a nominal entrance fee, but admission is free every first Tuesday of the month. The Arboretum also holds a variety of seasonal events, and 3 of the most popular events include the Luminary Walk, which is a nighttime event held during the holiday seasons where the gardens and trails are illuminated with thousands of lights. In fact, this particular event is so well received, they continually have to expand the number of weekends that it's open. During the warmer months, the Arboretum hosts wine tasting and live music performances, and another one of the most popular is the Night at the Arboretum, where you can stargaze through giant telescopes. So now we have concluded our tour of different venues that really make, I think, in my opinion, Overland Park a great place to live. One's been waiting for is the checking out the 3 neighborhoods, so we're going to do that. And by the way, if you know someone who might be interested in this video, please feel free to share it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head off to our first neighborhood, which is just a little bit west of the Arboretum. So what I did is I jumped ahead on the Google map. So what you're looking at right now is, in this area, is the Chapel Hill Subdivision. Now a lot of it has already been developed, but we have this section here that is currently under construction with new homes. Now, Chapel Hill is a popular community in the southern part of Overland Park because it has a very good price point. It has affordable luxury homes. This subdivision will actually cover, when it's all said and done, approximately 300 acres and will contain approximately 450 to 500 homes. The neighborhood offers a mixture of single-family homes as well as villas, and most of the homes in this neighborhood are ranch-style or 2-story homes. The single-family homes range anywhere from 2,500 to 4,500 square feet, while the villas are slightly smaller at the 1,800 to 3,000 square foot range. And that difference has a lot to do with the fact is whether or not you finish the basement or not. The price range for homes in Chapel Hill range anywhere from $600,000 to $900,000. And again, this makes it one of the more accessible luxury communities in Overland Park. Amenities include a clubhouse, 2 swimming pools, playgrounds, and an extensive trail system that is integrated into the neighborhood and also connects up to some of the surrounding trail systems. So our next neighborhood is literally just next door, and it is called Century Farms, and this is what you'll see. This is more or less Century Farms. Now, this is a rapidly developing luxury subdivision. It spans about 140 to 150 acres, and when it's all finished, it will contain somewhere between 240 and 250 homes. This neighborhood emphasizes open spaces with green areas, walking trails, and modern amenities. Homes typically range from 3,000 to 5,000 square feet. Will have somewhere between 4 to 6 bedrooms and 3 to 5 bathrooms. All homes will have 3-car garage with expansive driveways. Depending on the buyer, they may have a finished basement, they may have patios, a deck, or private pool or fire pits, or all of the above. Architectural styles in Century Farms focus on modern, contemporary designs, with many homes featuring clean lines, large windows, with a mixture of materials such as stone, stucco, and brick. Now, home prices in Century Farms range anywhere from starting around $700,000 and can go well over $1 million, again, depending on the size of the home, the features, and the finishes that are selected. The amenities that Century Farms offers includes a community clubhouse and a pool. Now, the community clubhouse actually features an indoor event space as well as a fitness center. There's also a resort-style pool with shaded spots and a separate kiddie pool. And you'll also find pickleball and basketball courts. Like Chapel Hill, there are walking and biking trails that wind through green spaces and wooded areas that are integrated into the neighborhood. Our last neighborhood, it's just across the street, and you will find it here, and this neighborhood is the smallest of the three neighborhoods. It's also we'll say the oldest of the three neighborhoods, and this is called Mill Ranch. And this is one of Overland Park's newest, highest end residential developments. As I mentioned, it's a smaller community. It started in 2017 and it spans 160 acres, but when it's completed, this neighborhood will consist of 100 to 150 homes. Mills Ranch is known for its custom-built, single-family, high-end, top-of-the-line homes. Square footage ranges from 3,500 to 5,500 square feet, 4 to 6 bedrooms, 3 to 6 bathrooms. Floor plans typically are spacious with an open concept, large living areas, high ceilings, and expansive windows. Most homes have finished basements. All homes have 3-car garage with large driveways, and most homes have outdoor living spaces such as covered patios, decks, outdoor kitchens, which are ideal for entertaining. There's various architectural styles in Mills. You've got traditional, Mediterranean, modern, and contemporary designs. Home prices range anywhere from $800,000 to well over $1.5 million, and the community offers the following amenities. You have a clubhouse with a pool that's has a resort style feel to it. It features plenty of seating and shaded spots. The clubhouse also includes an event space for neighborhood events, private parties, and gatherings. And like the other two neighborhoods, Mills Ranch also includes walking trails and green space that connect to various parts of the community as well as to other trail systems. So the commonality is all these newer subdivisions are at almost the farthest southern area of Overland Park, Kansas. I hope you found this video informative, but more importantly, I hope you're able to get a glimpse of what makes Overland Park such a terrific place to live. Hey, please feel free to leave a comment below, but be nice. And if you have any questions or you want to learn more about Overland Park, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. Until then, we look forward to showing you around town.